for the sound check.
Can you hear me?
Yup. All right. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and start recording Zoom now so I don't freaking forget to do it later.
That would be preferred.
I would be pissed.
Just the two of us.
One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. Two can be as bad. Do we have the rights to that song?
We do not.
Shit.
Almost got him though.
Bitter liquor. Ah. Oh, this keyboard's a little small. Nope. Why is it doing that?
Hey Tank, do you want to go live from Instagram so that way everybody knows that we're
Sure. I'm also. Oops. I also just dropped it in the Dragon Con.
Yeah, I don't know how much I really like that.
I mean,
Then it's just other people who do the same thing we do.
okay.
Like watching. No, but see, like, I thought about that. And I was like, we're not really reaching out. If it's just like a whole bunch of dudes sitting in our mom's basements. The only difference is we have the internet now. I mean, we don't have to sit in our mom's basement anymore and talk to other kids from other moms' basements. Technically, that's what we do every day. But
Yeah. No, I don't understand.
you see what I'm saying? Like,
No.
we're not expanding at all.
Oh.
Oh yeah, we're just gonna
So-
keep hanging out and not expand.
If we already had people from the Dragon Con Discord chat showing up to the show, I would agree with you.
No, I'm saying like, but the reason that we're not doing anything from there is because everybody wants. That's what I feel like that channel is. Everybody, hey, come look at me, come look at me.
Yeah, it's named
why no
promotion
one-
for a reason.
Huh?
That's why it's named promotion. That whole text
I
channel.
know. But if you look at even Kurt, right? Kurt Stable or whatever.
Yeah.
He's one of the like. Even Charles, who set it up, they do the promotions in there. And I silenced mine today because I was tired of everybody putting, "Hey, at everyone,
Yeah.
come look how cool I look."
I mean,
And I get what you're saying, but at the same time, like, we're not expanding. I don't feel like if we just stay there.
well, I also have all of our social medias will post at 9 that we're live. I guess I can back that up to 8:55 if you want.
Yeah, try and do that at like 8:55. You know, something like that.
Yeah, I can.
Because we gotta give them time.
Yeah, let me back it up.
I mean, even I know that we can't send it out now, but
What?
You know, in the future, if we even put it at 8:45.
I can. Oh yeah.
Because moving forward, that gives people at least time. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, I'll try and remember to start doing that. Damn it.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been talking the whole time. And I'm like, why are they ignoring me?
You didn't have your shit plugged in, did you?
No, it was plugged in, but I keep forgetting this has a manual mic
Oh
on
yeah.
it. Control, volume control. So. Jason, what's up, man?
What's up, dude?
That is a really cool picture Kelsey put up, by the way. The pregnancy photo.
Oh,
she
you
put
guys
up
on the mountain or whatever?
Facebook. Yeah, don't worry. I know you know nothing about it, but I'm letting you know now because I know she's gonna hear that I said it's a really cool picture.
Is it on Facebook or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, which means you'll never get to see it.
Yeah. I have the same.
What are you guys rambling about? You sounded pretty down, negative, introspective. I don't know what to call it. Something.
Ways to expand the audience base.
See.
Oh, that's real simple.
Huh.
Get into Twitter fights.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Get into Twitter fights. Be the first person to comment on some special like put on your notifications every time they tweet and come up with something really cool that everybody's gonna go, ah, nice one, dude, and click and then follow you.
It's almost like he's a part of this team, right, Tank? Like sometimes it feels like he's part of the team, but then sometimes
Hardy har har.
Hey.
Yeah, you aim that at us like we're the only ones on this channel.
Nah, because like here's the thing. I've been trying to do it, but I'm not as witty as half of you guys anyway. So
I didn't feel shots fired at that.
No, it's not shots fired. I didn't say it was shots fired.
He didn't say shots fired. He means like I use the you guys as against we should do this.
Yeah.
Oh, so
which ironically, my boss called out one of my colleagues for doing that.
The royal we. I use the royal we a lot. Oh hey, he is gonna be here.
Shocker! Brandon's here. No way. I thought he wasn't gonna make it for some reason.
I use the royal we, and by we I mean you. I do that a lot. It's Brandon's hair. All right, I'm gonna go something to drink.
Holy
Brandon,
shit!
aim low.
I'll be right back.
Aim low. Lower.
Brandon,
You look like half your face.
Did you just escape prison, dude? This fucking prison break?
Yeah. Oh, you look at my ceiling?
No, dude. Like you look like a fucking convict.
Are we doing ceilings today? Hang on a sec. There we go.
Convict music, dude.
Huh?
Convict music, Akon, bringing
Dude,
it back.
I've never seen you with such a patchy beard. That thing's full. Good job.
Dude.
And he's your brother. So
What
imagine-
happens when you stress a bunch and you don't do health care ever?
he hasn't seen you looking like this, and he's your brother. Imagine what I'm thinking.
No, everyone looks different. Naru looks older.
Really?
Yeah, you always look younger than us, but for some reason tonight you look older than us.
Oh shit! You're right. Hang on. Let me get my proper use lighting. I'll be right back.
Yeah, there you go. I knew it was something.
Hey, I'm kind of confused about the topic, actually.
Aren't we all?
Like the look at my hair. It won't stay on.
Shit, Max, no? Max.
Dude,
Talking to a dog or baby.
Brandon, I say this in the most loving way possible. You look like you got ran over by a truck.
Dude, I had a fever until like a couple days ago.
God, wow. Because I know you went on last week because you were sick. So I was like, holy cow.
I didn't go to work Monday or Tuesday, and then I tried to go to work Wednesday and Thursday, and then stayed out again Friday.
Jeez.
Yo, check out my Punisher hoodie. For some reason, I've never had a Punisher outfit. I don't know why. It was just kind of weird.
You've never had a Punisher outfit?
Like
Neither
shirt,
have I.
anything, T-shirt, hat, nothing. Which is kind of weird. And I realized I was
not the Punisher.
I went to a Burlington to return a jacket I bought, which was not right. And this was on sale clearance.
That's the first old person thing you said tonight.
should we keep count?
I went to where? What was the old person thing I said?
Burlington.
You went to Burlington.
Burlington to
Dude,
return
like, check it out. I was going to the Netherlands and I didn't know where else to find a jacket at last minute. I'm like, oh right, those that has coats, right? Like, seriously.
Walmart.
Yeah.
Crud.
You'd be like, Jason, just buy everything on Amazon. Dude, you know what? Now that I think about it, like, I got sick after I found that shit out. I didn't get that money back. So,
dude,
yeah,
there's something wrong with your camera, Brandon. It looks like there's, I don't know, there was waves that were running across it just now. Are you?
His does that sometimes. It's not doing it on mine.
Because it's like a 10-year-old Mac.
It's time to upgrade that joint, bro.
I don't know, dude. I got a work computer that I use 90% of the time. I only use this to watch, like, dubbed anime and, like, edit videos.
Macy's is better. Hey, Sid.
Oh, yeah. How do I get in the chat again? I'm going to not pay attention to you guys again. What do I do for the chat?
Where'd my chat? Oh.
Did I do it on my phone or on my computer? That's the real.
Oh, did it? Pumpkins and rich kids.
Pumpkins.
Did my shit not work?
Yeah. I don't know why I hit in again, but computer hard.
How do I pull up the chat?
It's pinned in the Discord. We got 20 seconds, and we're gonna start the show, and you can figure it out while we're starting the show.
Oh yeah, that's fine. I ain't worried about it.
True.
I don't do anything for like the first 10 minutes. Should I put a hat on? I don't want to put a hat on. I got like super wet hair, but
hey, do you?
My hair's.
You know what? I think I'll just do the show today, and all you guys will see is my,
It's just the hoodie.
Is it the restream chat?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, here we go. You guys ready?
No.
Where'd Jason go?
Exactly.
Oh, he's doing it on purpose.
Yeah, I know.
Was his belly showing?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta log in, dude. What the fuck?
The login's pinned as well. All right, here we go.
We know each other. He's a friend from work.
Hell yes, I get to ride the dragon.
The hell's wrong with you people?
I know Kung Fu.
Tank, you want to switch?
No, I'm good. I got it.
Stay down.
I could do this all day.
If you had to transform into one mythical creature and then get married to a different mythical creature.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Maximum effort. How about a magic trick?
HR.
Not an animal.
HR. Is HR?
Somebody call HR down here.
That man is playing Gallagher.
Signal?
Welcome to the Nerds from Work, your weekly escape into the world of geeks, nerds, and we didn't do a pre-show this week, so I've got mine. Tank, do you have yours?
I got something a little classier tonight.
Sweet tea. Brandon, do you have something to drink? You
Sweet
sons of
tea.
bitches!
Chocolate milk, baby. Chocolate milk.
This beer exploded in my eye.
That's what you get for being a bitch. It's not sweet tea.
I'm not
Holmes.
being a bitch.
You're
being a bitch.
It's not sweet tea, bro.
Definitely sweet tea. I see it.
No. If you can
It's
see
definitely-
if you can see all the liquor swirling in it, definitely not sweet tea.
Dude,
You don't have
know
a
what
fucking Death Star rolling around in there? It's
Bourbon,
definitely
bro.
not whiskey.
Dude, you know what? I have a D20 like ice thing that I'll do for next week's episode. I gotta go find it, and I'll put that in my bourbon next week.
Ooh. Brandon, are we classing it up next week? Or are we all going to have real alcoholic beverages and not beer? Ooh, we could class it up.
All I know is this. You're drinking beer, I'm drinking chocolate milk, and Tank is probably drinking Granny's
Sweet
peach
tea.
from the Batman v Superman movie.
Oh yeah.
Tank is drinking peach schnapps, if you guys are wondering.
Peach schnapps, a.k.a. piss.
Why?
Did I tell you about that? The only time I've ever had schnapps, a guy bought it for me randomly at a bar that was a waiter of mine like 3 weeks prior, and he looked just like Tank.
Really?
It was Tank. And he
Hey.
loved
Have you been waiting?
Yeah. Did you work at Buffalo Wild Wings?
Yeah, in fucking Boston. Yeah.
No, dude,
Dude,
this
wait.
is like a long ass time
Oh,
ago.
I drive up on the weekends. It's great.
Wait a minute. They were serving peach schnapps at Buffalo Wild Wings.
No, the guy was my waiter at Buffalo Wild Wings. But I ran into him at a bar, and he bought me peppermint schnapps randomly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was he trying to take you home? Is that what that is?
No, dude, I left him a 200% tip because this table of like 20 didn't leave him a tip at all, and they wrote like some jerk of a thing, and they were like, learn whose order is whose. And it was the one I wrote. I signed the bottom, and I said, fuck the haters. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
Okay.
You just say a 200% tip when you didn't spend a dime and he bought the drink.
No. When he was waiting on me at the restaurant, I left the tip. Then he paid me back by buying me drinks.
You know, because you got to say that clearly, because it sounded like you're saying you basically wrote a 200% tip on $0.
If you knew the Millers, it was close to $0 because we only go to Buffalo Wild Wings when it's like wing night and it's like 25 cents a wing.
Yeah.
We also get water.
Brandon wouldn't even pay for a streaming service. I mean, come on.
It was definitely on like the cheap wing night, but still.
Cheap wing night. You got 3 wings.
That's the thought that counts, dude.
You know, all the cheap
I had
wings are
lots
the
of
stuff
beer.
people left
So
over.
that's actually like a decent amount of money.
Okay.
At the time, it was a decent amount of money. Like if I did it now, I would like feel kind of bad because I'd be like, yeah, you left that guy like a $10 tip.
Oh man.
At the time, though, that was like my whole fucking paycheck.
Damn. See, that's weird. Like I know that we're going a little longer without talking about nerd shit, but I'm so bad at tipping that I just give the receipt to my wife. Because when we first started dating, like she watched me and she's like, really? Really? That's the tip you're going to leave? I'm like, what? Like they came by once. She's like, you have no idea how hard this is. No, what? They brought me a beer. Like, it's not that hard. You don't even know. Give me the receipt. No. Why are you leaving a $3 tip? That's too much. That's too much. She's like, how much do you...
I do 20% and round up because I waited. Basically.
Yeah, I never waited.
I wasn't technically a waiter. I was a server.
Yeah, I didn't do that either. I worked at Chick-fil-A for like 3 years.
Did you ever chase anybody out to their car because they forgot to take their change or something like that?
No, but I did throw a lady's food away while she was in the bathroom. It was this like old lady, right? And I walked past her table, I swear, like 4 or 5 times, and like I was like, okay, they must have left and just like left their shit on the table.
Yeah,
and
she had a heart attack.
Yeah, right. I thought she'd left the restaurant, right? So like I pick her shit up, dump it, wipe the table off, and like move on. And then like,
what was the order?
I don't remember. It was like a chicken sandwich or something.
Wait, was it a chicken sandwich deluxe or just a chicken sandwich?
Yeah.
Bruh,
These are important clues, dude.
I was 17. I have no fucking clue.
How many fries did they have?
So
apple fries or fruits?
I would have ate them shits in the back before I threw it away.
Yeah, definitely. She definitely went to the manager and was like, someone threw my food away. And I was like, that's what you get for wiping people's tables off instead of cooking food in the back like I was supposed to be. So.
As she came up and said, oh, somebody threw my food away, I would have ran up there and been like, Grandma, you're okay. Because before you die. Thank you. My manager will put one on the house. I thought she was dead.
I need their food to grow maggots on a table if my grandma's dead.
Yeah, I thought my grandma was dead. Somebody get this lady a fucking Happy Meal. All right, what have you guys been up to other than throwing away grandma's food?
No, that pretty much wraps it up. That's all I've been doing. No,
had a lively week.
Yeah, dude, it was great. No, so like my entire house is sick, so I've just been trying to hide in the basement away from.
Your house is sick,
bro.
Or the
like
people inside of it.
Yes.
You're talking about some haunted mansion shit.
Yeah, bro. Like it's.
He got a half pipe in his living room now.
I mean, that'd be crazy, right? Like you get home and your front door sneezes all over you. Like,
bro, like it's fucking.
My house is so sick. Like skateboard pee.
It's not just running down the stairs. I mean, yeah.
Dude, I saw that movie. The movie's called is it Monster House, whatever. That movie is fucking weird. But yeah, no. So the only thing is I've been writing and D&D. That's all I've been doing for a week.
And a year ago, didn't even play Dungeons and Dragons. You're like,
Yeah.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, no, this is like I've been watching Critical Role, watching everything Critical Role puts out. I watch Talks Machina. I watch
I've never watched that.
I watch
You
what's the Between the Sheets, the interviews that Brian Foster's been doing. Those are really fun to watch.
Dude, Logic was on there?
Yeah. They had Chris Perkins, who like basically runs Wizards of the Coast, the D&D side of Wizards of the Coast. They had a lot of really cool people on the show. So yeah, I went watching all that shit, running my own game, like trying to prepare for it, and it's been getting ready for the next. We're gonna be doing Dungeon of the Mad Mage, and we'll start that in a few weeks.
Hell
and
yeah.
that module's fucking huge, so.
No way you can pre-read it, dude.
No, it's impossible. It's because it's levels 5 to 20, and so so I'll just read that one like as we go, basically. So, like,
read a Spark Notes version before and then just read it as you go.
Yeah, like I'll read like 2 sessions ahead, and that's gonna be. That's it.
I'm really struggling to get into D&D stuff. I mean, the closest, there's always some tangent that comes up that throws me off, but I'll hear something interesting. Like somebody remarked that Vin Diesel's last movie, the one he did, The Last Witch Hunter, like, if you want to enjoy that movie, if you watch it with the understanding that that's basically Vin Diesel effectively in a D&D campaign, that you probably have a much better time of watching the movie. So I thought, okay, that was kind of interesting. So that's like as far as I'll get. Like I'll get into a D&D in a movie type setup,
yeah.
But the actual visualization, I don't know. Maybe I just don't have the imagination to put it off, or I just can't get with other people's.
When Critical Role gets their animated special out, you can check that out. But
Well,
no,
now
Vin
you're
Diesel's a
talking.
huge like Joe Manganiello's another like really big. Deborah Ann Woll, she's what's her face in Daredevil. She's the strawberry blonde in Daredevil.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She's a real big D&D player.
She's a DM.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, it's like they all have like their
That's
own
her own show.
relics and rarities. I think it's called.
Yeah.
We should get her on the show.
Yeah.
The dude from Daredevil's like on the show on that one.
Yeah.
Huh.
Dude, Matt Lillard, who's like Shaggy, and he was in Without a Paddle.
Oh yeah.
He owns Beetle and Grimm, which is like a high. They put these like high end boxes together for these adventures. So for like Dragon Heist, Waterdeep Dragon Heist that I'm playing through, they have this like a bunch of minis. They have like these really nice big maps printed out. All the like monster cards are printed out really nice for you to like really quick reference. It's
That is just the book. They actually do all the work to do all the extra shit.
Yeah, and it's really nice.
Super expensive though, but like
yeah,
really cool.
Yeah, it's so.
Like does it.
Rue, what have you been up to?
I spent the last several days. This is going to be interesting. Reading. I came across somebody took a screenshot of a specific page from Red Hood and the Outlaws. And I remember thinking, because it was like Red Hood with Nightwing and Artemis. And I just thought, you know what? That's an interesting dynamic. I remember seeing some of the issues. Well, I went back and started from issue number 1 and just read through issue number 1 all the way to issue number.
Are you talking New 52 or Rebirth?
It started 2016, so that's probably Rebirth all the way through.
Okay.
Into that, so 31 issues, I think, and it was really good stuff. And I'll tell you this much: the one thing that I came away after reading it, the thing I came away from it was they really are gonna miss out on some potential, really new Batman stories because they've taken out, Batfleck, mainly because not having him around means it loses. We don't have the chance to have all this. The relationships he has with the older members of the Bat family, him and Nightwing, him and Jason Todd, Red Hood, because the dynamic of Batman and Red Hood in that comic is amazing. Like the latest issue, Jason Todd basically outsmarts Bruce because he comes to take him in after trying to kill the Penguin, and he basically says, "Okay, take me in." And then Batman realizes, wait, this is Jason Todd. I can't arrest him. He was just in front of the TV cameras. They're gonna be. I mean, you arrest Jason Todd as being Red Hood. Everybody knows who Batman is. So those kinds of little things just struck me like, man, there's so many really good stories they could tell. I mean, we've seen Batman movies since forever, But think about what they could have done with an older Batman and all his kids, the guys who work with him over time. And, you know, all the guys who work with him and quit or died or whatever, somehow coming back and being involved. That could have been so cool. Bring back Batfleck. That's what I'm trying to say.
I feel like they were trying that too, like with some of the Easter eggs they had in those.
Yeah. Snyder screwed it up, but yeah.
Died. It showed all that stuff. So.
Snyder screwed the pooch, but yeah, sure. I mean,
Brandon, what have you been up to, dude?
Been sick.
Death
just,
warmed over.
Yeah, I worked from home like a lot last week. And yeah, I actually watched a shitload of Critical Role because it's a really good thing to like have on while you're working.
Yeah.
And then yesterday I was like, treat yourself. So I bought tickets to PAX East.
Batman suit.
Nope, I wish. I might do that at PAX East though if they have one.
Hey.
You got tickets?
Yeah, I got tickets to. I just was like, fuck it, taking off work Thursday and going to PAX East.
That's dope.
can I just say having Critical Role on in the background while you're working depends on what you do for a living.
I did a lot of monotonous stuff.
That's kind of my point.
Oh, these are some red lines we need made. Can you make them and then write a long ass email to someone in Asia? Yeah, I could do that. So I bought PAX East tickets. So I'm really like more excited to see the vendors there than anything that's going on. There's a huge Magic the Gathering tournament there. Oh, cool. So I'm like pretty excited about that. I'm going to go see some of that first thing in the morning. And then there's they're doing a D&D thing where it's a 12-player PvP. You get your character, you come up to the table, and the DM is basically a ref, and you all just try to fucking kill each other.
Dude.
So I might like try that. That would be pretty cool because I don't think they take that long. I think they're actually super fast because like players killing other players would kill them very quickly. So yeah, I might try that. I don't know though because like there are gonna be people there who are like huge D&D fans who've been playing for a super long time, and I don't want to just get worked. But I'm definitely gonna at least go watch other people do that.
Yeah.
Our DM is also coming. Alex is gonna come, and our DM Justin, he's gonna come with us. So it should be a fun time. There's a live show for a D&D show called Dice Camera Action. They're gonna do a live show on Thursday, so I'm gonna go to that too. It's across the street from the brewery, so probably also do that. Might actually try to take a day off though. It's gonna be difficult. I'll probably like reply to a few emails though.
That's the way it works, dude.
Oh, dude.
That's the way it works.
In any kind of service industry, like. It's being in IT, and I never have an actual day off. It's like
probably on the train, I'll probably to reply to as much as possible from my phone, but I'm definitely not taking my computer.
No.
Yeah, this wraps in with our title, "The Nerds from Work." I went to North Carolina this weekend. I had like zero service, but then I found myself having to go to the hotel in the morning and the evening, whatever. And send out like thousands of emails. Even though I was on vacation for 3 days, I was like, fuck, I have to send these emails. People want to buy houses? That's stupid.
Who does that?
Yeah, who buys a fucking house? Who wants me to reply on the fucking weekend? So yeah, I mean, it's whatever. But, I know what I've been doing. I've been nerding out about Disney. Like,
yeah,
Disney.
Agreed. He has.
Yeah, I really have. Yeah, well, so in August, Disney World is getting Star Wars Land.
Yeah.
Now, Brandon and I are taking a family trip to Disney World in February.
Okay.
So we're going down. We're going to go through the Star Wars thing, and I have found all of the alcohol in Star Wars. And, it looks like it's going to be awesome.
Necessities.
Yeah, Brandon hasn't, and I was talking to my wife about this. I don't think Brandon's been to Disney World since right after I got out of boot camp.
Yeah, that was
I thought you were about to say jail for some reason. Sorry.
Jail.
Same. Similar.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Not that different, actually.
Same.
Yeah.
Jump in, jump out in both places, so.
Yeah. So I've been freaking out on Disney and learning everything I can about that, and also playing Apex Legends.
Game's
So,
hard. I'm so bad at first-person shooters
oh, you tried it?
on PC. Yeah.
I tried it as well. It was, I mean, I don't know, maybe it was just my first 3 experiences, but I showed up, didn't know where I was supposed to land, and then got killed like so quick, and I'm like, screw this, man.
I last for a long time. Yeah. So in the game, I'm like one of the top 5 teams. I still have 0 kills. Like you're running around, and then it's like, oh shit, because by that time, all of the shitty people have already been killed.
That's exactly how we are in PUBG.
Yeah, I'm
You
like,
try to play PUBG and it's the same. It's like the only time you last a long time is because you're just fucking. You can't find a gun, and you're just like, I don't know what to do. I'm just running around.
Fortnite, dude, I would do the same thing. I was like, let me just land as far away from people as possible and see how long it takes for me to die. I made like top 8.
Like the last time I played, I lasted a pretty long time in Apex Legends, mainly because I kept following these 2 guys who knew exactly what to do and how to keep things going. I'm like, you know what? I mean, just stick around. Like, get this, I get that. Run here, stay here. I'm like, okay, cool. You guys get it. I don't.
So I got rocked a few times in Apex Legends. Like I played now I've played maybe like 10 to 12 games. I just started like 2 days ago.
Oh yeah.
But I was like, okay, I got rocked. So then I stopped for a little bit, and I was like, man, I suck at video games. Let me go back to Overwatch real quick. MVP, like top player, like all of this shit in Overwatch. And I'm like, damn, like, is everyone just shifting to Apex Legends, or?
In reality, it's almost like they're so different. Even though it's a first-person shooter, they are so different. Like, it is night and day. Like growing up with like Halo and like Call of Duty, like Black Ops and stuff. Like those first-person shooters, I'm not bad at. Like I'm not horrible. I might be bad, but I'm not horrible at.
Mm-hmm.
These, it's like if I get 2 kills, I'm like, dude, I fucking killed it that game.
That's a win.
Yeah. Black Ops was like, oh, I got 30. That's pretty good. I also died a million times, but I killed 30 people.
Oh, dude.
Oh yeah, in the group, most deaths. Absolutely.
Overwatch, I can rock Overwatch. Like I'm pretty good because I know my role, and it's like, all right, I'm the tank. I'll I'll eat up the damage, and then at a certain point in the game, I switch to my other role, and then I'm good. But this Apex Legends is so crazy because it's kind of like PUBG, right? And Fortnite, where it's like the battle royale. But you only have teams of 3, and then you have to choose a character, kind of like Overwatch or Borderlands. So I was explaining it to Brandon, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like Apex Legends is Borderland Fortnite style.
I can see that. That's a. Now that you say it out loud, it makes sense.
But if you whispered it, it wouldn't make any sense.
It would not make sense.
He said it less loud, it wouldn't make sense.
Exactly, yeah.
So that's what we've been doing. All right. Well, I think Zack Snyder got himself into a whole mess of shit when he started in a panel and started talking about superhero movies. Naru, do you want to lead that conversation and exactly what he said?
What? Who said what? I got distracted. I saw a tweet that said that Mike Mignola was talking about how Hellboy could lead into some kind of Mignola verse. I'm like, what?
Called hell.
The only verse I'm worried about is the John Wick verse, okay? Because Stars has picked up the Continental. So that means
really
that would definitely work for me, especially if they plug in a few other properties I'm thinking of.
That's dope.
And Keanu Reeves will be making an appearance in the series.
Wow.
Oh, so he doesn't die in this next one?
You could make a series as a ghost.
Could be a prequel.
As a flashback.
It's like, whoa, yo, what's up?
They could do a prequel. I mean, the aging technology is pretty good these days, right? So we could have Keanu look as good as he did in Matrix, but it's actually the Continental.
Hey,
I think Keanu Reeves, he looks better the older he gets. And the Matrix, he looks kind of weird.
Well, shave him first, and then I'll agree.
Now that he's older, John Wick.
The beard definitely helps.
Beards always help.
The beard definitely helps.
You can never
Without
get
Yeah, that's why I have one.
I want to see Keanu Reeves' son's beard before I agree to that. Otherwise, keep the beard on and kill his dog every chance you get.
Always kill his dog. Come out with a new movie.
Yeah.
So tell us about Zack Snyder and the heat that he got into this week.
Yeah, so Zack the Man Snyder was invited to a series of events that people were having. I can't recall the organization was having. Basically, it was a fan fundraiser where people could, they were raising money and they were watching director's cuts of his movies. And Zack decided to kind of respond to a lot of the people who've been calling him out over his directorial choices in his movies, everything from Man of Steel, Batman versus Superman, and so on and so forth. And the most controversial statements he pretty much made were that, people should get, he's had people who've asked him straight up, hey, why did you have Batman kill? Why does Superman kill? And he says, hey, listen, grow up. Everybody out there in the world, grow up. And if you're living in a dream world, if you think that these guys are going to do what they do without consequence and without people dying. And he was pretty hardcore about it. And it kind of went over very well with a lot of the Snyder fans out there, because they're pretty much on every forum you can go to, lifting up comments and tweets and everything he said, and just it's going back and forth. But those who didn't like his choices just took it as proof. Like, you know what? That's it. We've always said it. He doesn't get the characters. If he got the characters, he'd understand why it's anathema for Batman to, pick up a gun and kill people, or for Superman to violently take a life. So it's an interesting topic to discuss, I guess, if you want to do that. Personally, I think I've had my fill of it, at the end of the day. So now I'm just trolling both sides every chance I get.
So my thoughts on this were, he's changed pretty much everything, right? Now, step away from the comic books, because we all know that Batman doesn't kill. That's his thing, right? And Superman doesn't kill. He's the Boy Scout, like Tank. So when you look at it in their Snyderverse, right? Mm-hmm. Is that the Girl Scout one or the Boy Scout?
No, this is definitely Boy Scout. Cub
Well,
Scout?
I did this. I thought it was right.
No, I think it's Cub Scout. Boy Scout's definitely the 3.
Wait, what is this?
Cub Scout.
The Cub Scouts, like for like
Boy
elementary
Scout.
School.
What Scout is it?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Move on.
I was
Marine Scout. Yeah.
There you go.
We don't talk about those guys. In my opinion, right, if you want a darker universe, which he did, then you have these people who have like these obscene levels of power. Then yeah, like they get blood on their hands and then they deal with it like Superman did, right? Like where he's just kind of like super depressed and he's fucking emo as shit. Or you deal with it like Batman. But it's like, it's not the characters we grew up with. So I understand that side, like by all means. And I think I would do exactly what Naru is doing and just like burn up both sides, where it's like, oh, that's not Batman. Batman 80, which by the way, Batman is 80 years this year.
Oh, no.
So
Happy birthday.
I think I would play both sides, because I could play devil's advocate for both, because you can see the Zack Snyder films were darker. So realistically, they had that power. Accidents happen all the time.
Okay, here's one very interesting take. Somebody said that the reason why the Snyder films worked was because Batman has that rule, that he has the code where he doesn't kill. Things have gotten so bad that he pretty much he's been doing this 20 years, nothing changes. Now he's branding people and he's killing some people.
Batman was fucking psycho.
Basically, he's had enough and he doesn't care anymore.
Tight.
I'm like, okay,
Tight.
That sounds to me like wisdom. Like hindsight is 20/20. That was definitely not Snyder's take going into making those movies.
Right.
I mean, another thing is Snyder is the kind of guy who, and Brandon probably, I like his take on this. I don't know if you ever read the comment he made years ago where somebody talked about the Batman Begin movie as being a rather dark Batman film. And his response to that was, yeah, it was dark. But I mean, if he was to do a story like that, I mean, you call that dark? I mean, he'd probably go darker. But basically, he said, I mean, it's not like Batman gets raped in prison or something. I mean, that would definitely happen in my movie. Batman would get raped in prison. And for me, I'm like, you can do dark without being gross. Like you can do dark without being just too direct. Sometimes there needs to be subtlety in filmmaking, right? Like you can be dark themes without just doing stuff for shock value.
Yeah, I think the like Netflix Marvel shows were pretty good at being dark without a lot of shock value.
Yeah,
they had a lot of cool shit, but like, and I'm leaving Punisher out of this because he just,
that's kind of his whole character.
Yeah, like the Daredevil stuff though, he would like box them and stuff, and then like, but it was very dark. It wasn't necessarily trying to kill people either, but it was super dark. But I don't know. I'm a fence sitter on this as well, on the topic as a whole, for the Batman stuff, because like, in my mind, yeah, it's supposed to be similar, but people get so bent over movies not following exactly how comic books are, not following exactly how movies are, that they're just like finding reasons to hate something. And it's like, let it live on its own, let it be its own thing. If he wants to fucking kill in this universe, kill in this universe. If you don't like that Batman that kills, don't fucking watch the movie. It's pretty easy to save $20 and not go to the movies. Like that might be the easiest choice you can make. So like, don't bitch about it. Just don't see the movie.
And that's a choice we don't want to make, man.
You guys keep saying like, oh, we can be classy, we can be dark without being gross or anything. Do you guys watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Not really. I've seen episodes, but I don't watch.
Have you seen the Dayman episode?
No.
So it's like he does this whole skit, right, where a demon has to go inside of one of the boys. And he's like, yeah, the demon enters through his hole. He's like, no, what? He's like, yeah, that's a rape scene. He's like, no, it's not a rape scene. The demon enters him. He's like, yeah, in his butt. Like, it's not gross. It's no. This is a rape scene. Like,
I don't even
the blanket because it seems less rapey at that.
Jeez.
If you know nothing about It's Always Sunny, just find that episode and watch it. It's a musical episode, and you'll laugh so hard because the guy that wrote the whole play is illiterate. He can't read or write. The whole play is hands down one of the best musical television shows.
Oh god. Okay, now I definitely don't know if I want to see it.
You have to. He's illiterate, so the whole play is done in crayon and like little sketches. It's good. Charlie is illiterate. It's so good.
Update on the chat. I can no longer keep saying wiener stuff because my app crashed.
Really?
It was me.
Wieners. Never would have guessed.
Oh, by the way, there's a whole bunch of Snyder fans who are just looking for every single Batman movie and finding scenes where people died. Like, in the Keaton movies, apparently a lot of people died. Like, he sets somebody on fire. Another guy, he tosses the guy into a hole, and the guy has a bomb on him. So clearly he blows up. So
we don't know that.
Yeah, he probably survived the blast of the explosion.
Yeah,
that's how you make a dark movie without making it gross. You don't show him actually killing them.
Or the scene where Batman drives out of a building with a lot of people in it and blows the building up as he drives out. Cool scene, but what about the 20 people that were in there, dude? Like,
we don't know they died. Schrodinger's cat at that point.
My comment was they deserved it. Look at that guy's costume. He deserves it. That was all I said.
All right. So we're gonna move to the main topic of the night, which is gonna be the Avengers Endgame. No, it's not Deadpool.
My bad.
It's not Deadpool.
Oh,
I really need to rename this episode then.
Dude, what if he's in Avengers Endgame?
What is the name of this fucking?
It's my Deadpool. My bad. I'll go fix it. Don't worry about it.
So okay,
so we're about to time travel.
We're going with Avengers Endgame, right? All of these posters came out. So I was sitting here thinking while Nuru was talking, because I don't listen when he speaks, and I was like, "Hey, we do this all the time, right? We did this at Dragon Con with the Infinity Snap, right? So what if we take one poster from the deceased and swap it with someone who's living?" Bringing someone who's living back, kill someone who's living, and then bring back someone who's dead. Now, here's the caveat. None of us can do the same, and we have to make choices based off what the other person has already said. So we can't both choose. I'm just going to use the first one here. We can't all choose Spider-Man to come back. But if we choose Spider-Man, then if I choose Spider-Man, Tank's choice has to be based off of if Spider-Man is alive and the other person is dead. How would that affect this universe now?
So my question, are we trying to make a team to beat Thanos?
Ooh.
Because the people I would bring back to beat Thanos are probably different than the people I would bring back to make a good movie.
Nah,
Okay,
listen, this is about making a good movie. Forget Thanos. Thanos is gonna be doing now. Like, nah, the stakes are way too high with that. Like,
All right, so we want a good movie or Thanos?
good movie.
Rue says good movie. What do you
And
say?
I have my first choice.
What do you say, Tank?
I'll go good movie.
All right, Brandon, we're gonna let you go first.
Oh, dude, I haven't even fucking looked at these posters yet.
Okay, Tank, you go first.
Can I go first now?
Whoever goes first gets the easiest one.
So
All right,
Rue,
I want to bring
Rue,
Falcon
you're
back.
Not going first. You're not going first.
Why?
Because
that's Jason's
rules
pick.
no, it's not my pick at all. I had no idea what he said. I just want Rue to have the hardest choice possible. Since
I'll go first. I'll go first. I would bring Loki back.
okay, you bring Loki back, but who would you trade for Loki?
I'm gonna go ahead and kill off Iron Man, dude.
Oh, screw you.
Oh shit!
First swipe, you kill off
Really?
Iron Man,
Yeah,
and you bring back Loki.
yeah.
So no one now. Iron Man's dead. Period. Like he cannot be brought back. Oh, look at Naru's face. He's so happy.
Dude, Loki is a funny character. As much as he fucks everything up, there's a reason he's in a shit ton of the movie.
And
We got
Iron
rid of one of the
Man's
best planners in the universe. In this universe, we got rid of one of the best strategists. For someone who Brandon thinks is funny.
Yeah.
Not only does he think he's funny, this is a guy you can't count on. Good God.
You just said we're not even worried about Thanos anymore.
No, I mean, even in the movie,
entertainment.
dude, is he a bad guy?
We're still fighting Thanos. We're still fighting Thanos.
And how much more funny would it be to see Loki fight Thanos than Iron Man?
How do you lose?
That's fucking hilarious, dude. That's a great fight. I would love to see that.
Not to mention if Loki
Giant
comes back
Thanos.
fucking again,
You should.
although I will say. I'd have the same problem on a serious note, guys. I'd have the same problem with that as I do with them as of right this second, killing off Spider-Man and Black Panther.
Whoa.
That Loki, that was a powerful moment in that movie, and if he comes back, why? What's the point? Same reason that they got rid of, on a smaller scale. Why get rid of Thor's eye just to give him an eyeball back? That didn't make any sense.
So I think that Loki coming back, his last scene, we don't know if that was him actually trying to be a hero or if that was him still trying to double cross.
Yeah. Or if it was a doppelganger.
Yeah.
Create multiples of himself.
Because he tried to stab Thanos.
Which is the dumbest thing ever.
It definitely is, but he tried.
Also very
I'm just saying, I think he was trying something else because it doesn't make sense. How does Loki think he's going to stand in front of Thanos and then stab him in the throat? Seriously.
Tank, who are you killing off? Who are you bringing back?
So I'm bringing back my boy Doctor Strange because I'm all about that magic.
That's a good choice.
All about that young CGI.
And so
that young.
I'd probably, you know what? Just to make sure that Naru has no one left on his team. War Machine, because why the fuck do we don't need War Machines? We don't need War Machine.
Yo,
I like Don Cheadle.
Dude, you can have War Machine.
I just want
War Machine.
I don't want no Iron. I don't want no one from the Iron Man family.
Guys, why did you have to do this?
I'm ever since they brought Don Cheadle on and took out my man, I'm yeah, no.
I like Don Cheadle better than Terrence Howard.
Yeah, speak for yourself.
Every time I look at him, I
been
just
pissed
think
if it was Terrence
Howard, and I fucking hate it.
I would have been pissed if it was Terrence Howard.
Now, okay, why did you guys have to do this to Naru? Because I go before Naru. I know who Naru is gonna kill because you guys did this to Naru, so he's gonna do it back to me. So
You got no love for the team, so
All
you
I'm
can't
saying,
really
look,
cut it.
Doctor Strange. I'm still of the camp that Doctor Strange saw the only way to win the game was for him to die. Like he
knew he would come back though.
Right.
What
exactly.
do you mean camp? He says camp, dude. That was the movie. There's no conspiracy.
Okay, I know who I'm bringing back.
Who you
The
got?
Winter Soldier.
Hey,
Getting
okay.
rid of, you know what? Let's just keep doing this. I'm bringing back the Winter Soldier, and I'm getting rid of Pepper Potts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like why?
Why the fuck does she have a poster?
So does what's his name?
This is pretty much shit on Iron Man because Naru likes Zendaya. Okay.
What's his butler guy's name?
Happy,
Okay, fine.
He's fucking on there.
Happy John Favreau.
Yeah.
Well,
fuck
see,
that.
John Favreau though, he plays a
Iron
role
Man.
as Shield.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but Pepper Potts, like seriously, let's look at all the people in these posters. Every single one of them has some kind of ability, except fucking Pepper Potts.
You know what though? Happy doesn't have a job anymore.
True.
Now that Stark is.
We just killed everybody.
And Spider-Man's fucking gone.
Well,
What?
he's looking to date Aunt May, so you probably want to.
Well, and they also.
Oh man.
No,
Okay, I already said it. I'm gonna stick to it. I'm bringing Falcon back.
Hey.
would be great
Mainly
with
because I totally love the dynamic between him and Winter Soldier. I mean,
Winter Soldier's back.
That
exactly.
was probably the
that whole
funniest
dynamic
part.
is gonna be fun.
That was probably
On
the
top
funniest
of
part
that-
in Civil War was them two.
They're pretty much gonna be sitting there watching Cap, strike out with babe after babe, going, dude. So that's gonna be fun. And I am killing Ant-Man, Paul Rudd.
What?
Wow. Ooh.
What the fuck is wrong with
Limbs
you?
are fighting
I took out two of
words.
you with one person.
Paul Rudd is my
with
favorite.
I took out Paul Rudd, Ant-Man out of spite because you guys are an a-hole.
I got chill bumps right now. Don't do this to
He's like
me.
the other
Gloves.
most entertaining dude.
Dude, the gloves are off.
I almost brought back Star-Lord.
You just made this movie very unentertaining.
He's pretty useless, man. I mean, he grows, he shrinks.
Ant-Man's funny as shit. I'm making a good movie, dude. I'm not trying to make a Avengers team to like.
Fine, give somebody else the costume. As long as you got Michael Pena in there, I'm cool. You can take out Paul Rudd.
Right.
Could you imagine Michael Pena in the Ant-Man suit?
Guys, you know what we should do? The Nerds from Work should start a campaign online, like to have Michael Pena really just recap the entire MCU for
Hey,
real.
T. I gotta shout. Our boy said, Naru must die. Just saying. the fans have spoken.
Yo,
Bruh,
it wasn't
you're
my
done.
fault. They came after me, so I
You're
came
done.
after them. Okay, that was a good pick, though. I took out 3 of y'all's favorite.
did.
One go.
To shit on Michael Pena a little bit, he is in a fucking Dora the Explorer movie.
Yeah,
Dude,
I
don't
saw
shit
it.
on him.
Have you seen the trailer, though?
Yeah, it looks
No.
I
like
saw the trailer.
It's got
I was prepped to shit on that movie, but it
It's
turns
got
out.
what's his dude's boots?
Trejo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got Danny
Freaking
Trejo.
Machete is.
Serious? It's got
I thought they at first I thought they like CGI'd that actress over like Tomb Raider, like the first one. I was like, they're really doing this shit. And then it was a real movie and I was like, oh, I thought this was like some kid
Like
that had
fanfic.
Okay, no, wait. We're not killing Naru. I'm just now reading Sid's comment. He wants to get rid of fucking Hawkeye.
Oh, I missed.
Oh,
I
what?
thought Naru was gonna get rid
Bye,
of
Sid.
I missed that.
Yeah, he says T'Challa for Hawkeye.
Oh.
Snap.
Oh, no.
It's not a bad pick, though. But
We all know that Ronan is going to be the one that kills fucking Thanos.
no, he's not.
That'd be Pepper. Pepper.
Fucking is. The human with no superpowers, he's going to be the one that takes everyone out.
Yeah, Pepper.
Because like, not the biggest fan of Age of Ultron, but that scene with him and Scarlet Witch is pretty dope. He's like, I'm out here with a fucking string and a stick. Like, get your ass out there, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Or the scene in Avengers where he's talking to Black Widow is like, you know what, you remember Budapest very differently than I do. Yeah, like, you know, boots on the ground kind of hero. That's what he is.
He's great. Like from the first time you see him in Thor.
Wait,
Remember?
hold up. Are we taking his suggestion?
No.
Let's look the opposite. We want
Just check.
Yeah, I guess our viewers get a suggestion too. They're killing off Ronan. We're not gonna call him Hawkeye because he's fucking Ronan for Black Panther. But anyway, yeah, from the first time you see Hawkeye and Thor, where he's in the crow's nest,
Yeah.
where he's just sitting there watching Thor try and pick up the hammer.
When the first time you see him in the Tag movie.
Dude.
Oh yeah.
That movie's so good. He's so good in that movie.
I know.
That whole cast is incredible, though.
He's like better at being Hawkeye in that movie than he is in the Avengers. I think. Like, he's a better Hawkeye in Tag than in Avengers.
That's funny.
He's a better Hawkeye.
Question about the rules: are we doing everybody on one side to the other side, or what? Are we leaving some people?
We only did those 4.
Oh yeah, we did our 4.
That's it.
Everybody
Yeah.
else stays.
Oh, okay, because I had another choice, but fine.
All right, what's your honorable mention?
Honorable mention: I would bring back Spider-Man.
We said no Spider-Man.
Oh, you said that?
I thought.
No.
Oh,
Oh,
I
my
missed
B.
that.
Never
Well,
mind.
clearly I wasn't paying attention.
Shit, me neither.
Okay, if I can't bring back Spider-Man, I definitely bring back Groot.
I like Groot, but I would bring back Star-Lord.
I would leave Groot out just because Vin Diesel made $53 million fucking dollars for playing Groot, and he doesn't
Jesus.
even like do the like CGI body.
He's not the motion
only
capture?
says Groot, and he makes the most money out of the cast.
That's fucking nuts.
Are
Yo,
you shitting me?
That's
honorable
ass.
mention. Honorable mention though.
Yeah.
My boy Paul Bettany, Vision, because
Yeah,
Man.
Vision's tight. I liked his whole storyline, like in the last.
Oh
movie.
shit! I said I bring him back. I forgot to say who I take out.
Oh, yeah.
I take out Wong.
I
Hey,
would take
come
out
on.
Black Widow.
Yeah, she fucking sucks.
Okay, look,
Yeah,
we're keeping Black Widow for the sole purpose of her costume. Okay, let's.
She
do it.
also made a shit ton of money on this movie for no reason. She's,
Although she should be fired for Lucy. Did you ever guys see Lucy? Because that movie
No.
fucking sucked.
Lucy was great till the final 5 minutes.
Yeah, dude, that movie pissed me off.
It was amazing, and then they're like, "Wait, what?"
never saw it.
Yeah, it was garbage. Don't waste your time.
Nah. Watch it, and then when it's like 5 minutes at the end, just stop.
She was great in Her because it was only her voice.
This was just her voice.
Scarlett Johansson used to not be that bad. I just,
Yeah.
for whatever reason, I think she is the weakest link in this Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Ooh.
I think
don't
Scarlett
hate-
Johansson is the weakest actress.
You
in
think?
this-
I don't hate Scarlett Johansson. I hate Scarlett Johansson in a action film.
Yeah,
Really?
Dude,
she's
Like,
not.
Lost in Translation.
Check it out. In Lucy, she was badass.
Is that a fighting?
Tank, am I right?
She did have some pretty dope.
She was badass
Action scenes.
in Lucy. The problem was the script at the end. What they did was like, wait, what? This is.
Yeah, it
Didn't they use her to whitewash another
Ghost in the Shell, but isn't that character? That character is whitish in the comics too, isn't she?
Yeah, she is.
She's a fucking robot.
Did anybody bring back Falcon?
I did.
Yeah, he broke her.
So if my honorable mention was who was my honorable mention? I already Vision. Then I've got to dump. Who am I got to dump? Let's go with. Ooh, not her. Let's go with. You know what? And I'm a Karen Gillian fan. I've been a fan since Doctor Who, but Nebula doesn't really do much. So we're gonna dump. We're gonna
He's
swap.
gonna save the day in this movie.
Nebula.
I would
Yeah.
drop Captain Marvel just because.
You didn't see the movie.
Just because.
Really?
Just because her movie's the
Just
new
to stir the pot.
You're,
Yeah,
su-
I'm gonna drop it.
you're such a misogynist.
He's the most powerful person in there. Like, are you-
Yeah, that makes.
We're not trying to kill Thanos anymore.
I keep
Endgame is gonna
forgetting
be
that.
just
I
like
know,
her.
I know. Brandon, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting our real purpose is to make a fun movie.
Yeah, everybody's like, "Oh my god, dude, you tried to stab Thanos? Well, how lame." And I'm like, "Yeah, we don't even fucking kill him. He's funny.
Okay.
He acted
but
like
you
his
took out-
dad
You
and
took
just
out
like
Tony Stark. You took out all
he
of it.
got himself with Matt Damon."
You guys took out Tony Stark. I took out Paul Rudd. The wit is dead in this movie. Like, seriously.
Hey, I
No, you got Falcon and Soldier.
Loki.
They can't carry
And
it.
Loki, dude.
And
Loki,
Loki?
we do have Loki.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. Loki trying to stab him. Yeah, okay. But what about Star-Lord?
What
Dude.
about nobody trying to
Dude,
just-
it's Star-Lord's fault that they all died in the first place. dumbass motherfucker. Nah.
Star-Lord.
Leave his ass
chopped him
snapped.
in the chest instead of chopping his arm off like a dumbass.
Well, there's that too, but before they even got to that point.
I saw a really
Star-Lord though. I mean, I know what he did was dumb. But
really funny picture. And it had Magneto standing there, and it was like Squad, and Magneto was just like taking the gauntlet off, and like the Brotherhood was just behind him, standing there, like Toad and fucking Blob and stuff. It was so sick, and I was like, this is so true though. Like Magneto would just be like, lame. I mean, unless the metal's like, you know, not.
Well, it's
he
that.
didn't have to take it off. He would just.
It's
he would
Marvel's
just break
version
it
of
apart.
nth metal.
He would just break it apart, like just.
They
disintegrate.
literally do anything.
Dude, Brent, I meant to.
Aren't really magnetic, but
Dude, I meant to talk about it earlier, but like speaking of the gauntlet, my favorite picture is the picture of they put Mickey Mouse's head over Thanos, and all the gems are like Star Wars, Pixar, you know, Disney, and then the Fox is the most recent one that they're like adding to the Infinity Gauntlet. I was like, yeah, that's dope. That's so funny.
Okay, I haven't seen that.
You haven't seen that, bro? I'll go find it. I'll put it in the chat. It's hilarious.
So, okay. So we all know Disney is coming out with Star Wars, right? Like the land. That's awesome. How long do you think it will be before they come out with an MCU themed area at one of their parks?
Dude, that would be hella dope.
it'd be like Islands of
I'm
Adventure.
actually shocked they haven't done it already.
You know, I bet that's why they didn't do it already.
Why?
It's kind
Islands of Adventure.
Yeah, but Islands of Adventure. So the weird part, right? Because now I'm in this Disney dive, and I've been wondering this. So Disney cannot create any rides based with the same characters from the comic books as Islands of Adventure. So Islands of Adventure has the rights to those rides, and they cannot do anything. And that's why it's not Marvel World. That's why it's comic book world.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's not Marvel.
Yeah.
So they can't touch any of it. But if, like, say Disney wanted to recreate that amazing Spider-Man ride at Islands of Adventure with, you know, Tom Holland, they could do that. Because it's not the comic book one, it's the movie one. Yeah. So I just don't know what it would look like.
That's the kind of
I'm
nonsense.
not saying
lawyers
legally
come up with,
that's not why they're doing it.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's the kind of stuff that lawyers come up with that just makes no creative sense. But hey,
Yeah.
That's why I'm not saying legally they can't do it. I'm saying they aren't doing it because it's like, why do it?
yeah. I
Right.
mean, I think that's what he
It's
said.
gonna be like negative
That's what Jason,
publicity. They're gonna be like, yeah, you're just ripping them off. Why'd you do that?
Jason just came up with. I thought you said that was a legal thing.
It's legal, but it's like they kind of already have that stuff down in Orlando. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think they aren't the legality of it is not why they're not creating it. Regardless of
just how much money it would bring in.
Yeah, they're like, we dump a shit ton of money into this. There's already Spider-Man ride. We created a different Spider-Man ride. First of all, people are going to give you hate because you're ripping off the other Spider-Man ride. And then, like, it's going to just be like a weird, it would just be like a weird play on it. And they have a whole ride that's fucking sick. Like, you can't beat that roller coaster.
Here's what I think could work. If they did create a MCU world, right, based off of the first Avengers movie where all of the aliens have come in. So you have like that huge, you know, that long worm-looking alien ship they were all riding, like crashed into the ground. You know how Disney spends like way too much time and money into details?
Yeah.
And you recreate this whole thing. And then you could have tons of rides that are new, like Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, that would be a super cool ride. I think they could do. They could definitely do like an Iron Man or an AntMan thing where you shrink, right? Like that would be cool. I think they would have a ton of stuff, but I don't know.
I think another part of it too is like the worlds that they create aren't on our world. Like if they create like that world, it's a snapshot in a movie. Like the Star Wars world is a planet. Like they are making a planet. Like same with like the Avatar world and whatever the future or whatever world, stuff like that. Like they're creating worlds that don't exist Like you can't like
New York.
They would be recreating New York with some shit around it type thing.
Yeah.
I think it's not necessarily it's not necessarily like Disney's MO to do that. And then if they were to like they could create the world that like Ragnarok was on, like that planet or whatever. Like that'd be pretty tight. But
they're turning Disneyland's Tower of Terror into a Guardians of the Galaxy ride.
No shit.
Yeah.
Dude, I fucking love that ride.
But it's not going to be a whole world. It's just going to be that one ride.
Yeah. So I think that's the hard part about the MCU. Is most of it is like rooted in our world.
Right. It's not like fantasy enough.
Yeah, like there are parts that are out other places, but it's not the entirety of like the universe, you know? It would be a snapshot of a movie that they made. And then they're dumping like billions of dollars into it or however much money they fucking spend on those things.
I got you. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up for this show, guys. That was a long discussion about what we did or didn't want to happen. So, all right, Tank, tell them where to find you.
Yeah, you guys can find me all over the internet at The Caped Critic. Yeah, man, like if you're not into D&D, get into some D&D. It's dope.
Yeah, Jason, you drive so often now, working in Florida all the time. You could just listen to it.
Dude, Critical Role is where it's at.
On my drives now, I listen to like true crime stuff or Star Wars books. So
that's what I used to listen to Star Wars books.
Matt Mercer voices Luke Skywalker in Battlefront.
Interesting.
Naru?
I haven't thought about Star Wars books. I might look into that. Naru? Yeah, so you can find me at Houdini033.
Do my job for me. I don't care.
anybody who wants to kill me for kicking out Paul Rudd, find me at Houdini30.
Yeah.
Nah, you can find me at the Niger Nerd on Twitter and the Gram. Let's talk about some of the stuff we're expecting to see in the coming months, which has been awesome so far. I've seen Shazam. I've seen Captain Marvel. I can't wait to see the next big thing.
I'm excited for Shazam. I'm ready to go see it.
Yeah, it was fun. It was really good.
Oh shit, that came out?
No.
Hey, you guys can find me at Houdini0333 on Instagram and the old tweet machine. And they've waited for it all night. Brandon, give it to them. Where can they find you?
So there's a topic that everybody has encountered in their life, but no one really wants to admit they've encountered it. So you can find me on herpes fish.
No way.
Everybody is completely transparent with
no way
STDs.
Dude, didn't you have one like this last time?
Their dating life, I don't know. I don't remember what I did last time.
You've never done this. This site's a new one though, for sure. Herpes fish.
Herpes fish.
Guys, check it out. There's several. Check it out. There's several herpes dating sites. Like there's herpesfish.org. There's dating positives. There's HSV singles. There's positive singles.
Wow.
Which is not a self-help dating site. Just in case you thought
at no point, like, I am so happy to be married once Brandon says these things at the end of the show. Have you like, is anybody else like, man, I am so happy to be married? Like when Brandon comes up with these.
I'm so happy I never had to date in my adult life, period. My wife and I have never been together since we were 15. So holy shit.
Okay, our next video we post has to be a video. We got to do a montage of Brandon just saying all the places.
I just need to go cut them all together. Holy shit.
Over 100 websites he's come up with now.
Oh my god, herpesfish.org. Wow.
You know what? If you guys want to see a montage of all of Brandon's dating websites, let us know. Send us an email at TheNerdsFromWork@gmail.com or hit us up on Instagram or the old tweet machine at NerdsFromWork. Let us know if you want a montage of every single thing that Brandon has said, because it's the most ridiculous thing, and it makes me laugh when Tank has to do work. But hey, from all of us here at the workplace, peace.